Hey guys, I'm back here with another video using Google Forms. I had to take a day off yesterday, but we're back at this. We're going to try to make this as easy as possible because a lot of you are doing this brand new, and maybe you've already started reaching out and finding other resources. I appreciate everyone who's shared the video, liked the video, made comments. A lot of the ideas are coming from people that have just responded to me and what we're doing and just asking for some more help. So we're going to do this very simply. First, we're going to start off on our Google page, as we always do. We're going to confirm that we're using our school email. That is very important. That's how we're going to make sure we get it to our students. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to the forms like we did in the last video, but we'll go through that process again. There are other ways, but I want to go ahead and go to the drive. I'm going to go to New in the upper left-hand corner, hit More, and then choose Forms. Now, we touched on this a little bit in the last video of how to customize that. So we're going to do that one more time. In the upper right-hand corner, we're going to go to the Customize Theme, that little art palette, paint palette, and we're going to go and choose an image. Google has lots of pre-built illustrations for themes and ideas, so choose something that makes you happy. Since it's springtime and everything is greening up, we're going to make this the clovers. Choose whatever makes you happy or leave it alone. It does not matter. We're going to go ahead and insert that. Okay. Now, I am a computer teacher, but I do realize a lot of you are trying to figure out how to make this work for other subjects. So we're going to approach this from a viewpoint of a history topic. Now, what we're making today is what you might remember used to be called webquests, and now they're kind of called breakout rooms or digital escape rooms, things like that. They have new names, but the same idea of can you go the places that you need to go, get the answers you need to get, and then get all the clues in place to accomplish the goal, in this case, of completing the assignment. So we're going to go from a viewpoint of American history. Okay. As always, go ahead and give this a name. We're going to call it American history because that makes sense for me. You can give this a unique save name if you want to. The form description, so the kids know what they're looking at, is just kind of give them an idea. Can you, hopefully, my computer's acting more correctly today. The internet's been slow at the house, but we're going to make this as easy as we can. Okay, the first question, get in a habit of making your first question always a short answer question of your name. We want to make sure that they get in the habit that they are doing their work, and we're going to validate this in a second, but we're going to go ahead and ask them their name, and we're going to make this a required question. That kind of sets the tone for how this is supposed to look, in that they have to respond to every question. So the question is just what name. It's required, so they have to answer that. They have to put something. Okay. The next thing, we're going to go ahead and add a new question. Once again, we're going to make it required, and we're going to keep it as short answer. Okay, so the first question, kind of consider this a web quest. They can go out on the internet and research this. They can find it. It'll probably be very simple for them to do, but we're getting them to at least engage in the idea. So the first question is just simple. What year did the Wright brothers fly? See, now here we go again. Their first powered flight. Make it simple. Okay. Now here's where it gets different. There are 3 dots right here next to the required slider where it calls for response validation. So we are looking for a number here, and we might need to give them that kind of instructions. All 4 digits of the year. They have to have all 4 digits. Okay, so the number is going to be equal to, and we looked that up earlier, it's 1903. And this is where it gets crucial. You have to have custom error text. I'll show you why. Custom error text means that if they go into the quiz, I'm going to click this little eyeball right here, and they type in the wrong answer, so they type in 1910 and hit submit, it tells them the answer. So we don't want that. So we're going to give it, we're going to leave this page, we're going to give it custom error text. We can say keep trying. Now I want to hit that little eyeball again, and if I put in the wrong answer, hit submit, it doesn't give them the right answer. It tells them to keep doing. I can put a clue in there as well. If they're struggling, I can put a one-time clue. It can't be a progressive thing where the more times they get it wrong, we can give them better clues, but we can give them a clue here. So I want to go ahead and close this tab again. Leave that page. Okay. Now we're going to add an answer that requires text. So I'm going to add a new question. Once again, it is required. It is short answer. But this time we can make it a little longer. I want to go ahead and steal this. I copied this from another place. I already typed it up earlier. We're going to have them go to another website. Now, I went online and I found from history.com, I found some stuff on the Townsend Acts, looking up some information where they'd have to read and they'd have to do a little bit of looking for the answer. So I found this URL, and that's in the address bar, history.com. I just copied that address. So if I go back now to my form, I said follow the link, and I'll show you how that's going to look in a second. Follow the link and answer the following question. One of the earliest methods by the British to raise revenue was to tax the colonists. Which act placed a tax on all the paper used by the colonists? 2 words, all caps. Now that's kind of a clue here as a kicker. It's a thing they have to do, and it makes it easier for you and less frustrating for them. Have them put their answers in all caps, because some kids will capitalize words, other kids won't. Weird spellings of things. If they don't have it exactly how you told them to, it will tell them the answer's wrong. So if we say all words, all caps, that makes sure that when they put the right answer in there, it accepts that right answer. So we're going to go down here. It's required. We're going to go back to response validation. Okay. This time our answer is text, and it contains the text Stamp Act. Now remember, we said that this is all caps, so our answer needs to be in all caps. Custom error text, we can say keep trying if we want to. Okay, we can say keep trying. So I'm going to hit this little eyeball again, and we can see now that what is your name's required. What year did the Wright brothers first flight? So we said it was 1903. And we go down here and we say, let's put in the Townsend Acts. I'm probably going to put this in here incorrectly, but Townsend Act. So we put the wrong answer here. We're going to go ahead and hit submit. Keep trying. So now we know the answer was Stamp Act. We put that in there. So, but if I spell it correctly, but use wrong pronunciation, wrong spelling, it says keep answering. So we put that response validation in there, and they have to keep trying before they can turn it in. They can't turn this assignment in without getting this right. And that's kind of the kicker. We want these kids to make a 100 on this assignment. We don't want to penalize them, but we want them to work. We want them to learn about it. We want them to keep reading. Maybe they go to a different Google source. Maybe they Google that exact clue. I don't know. Maybe they'll find the right answer that way. But we want them to work, and that's the kicker here. I want to go ahead and close this tab and go back to the form. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of settings. We're going to go to the cogwheel in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, here's that second part. I want to go ahead and tell it to collect email address, because a kid may go by a nickname. They may put only partial name. Maybe you've got 2 Christophers in your classes. So if they only put Christopher, you want to make sure that you know which Christopher. So collecting email addresses from their school email helps you validate their responses. We also can restrict it to only people at our school. Limit 1 response. Respondents will be required to sign in Google. You can tick that if you want to, but here's one you want to probably play with, is edit after submission. Since they have to get all the right answers, it's probably okay that you don't check that or leave it alone. That's up to you, but that's something that I definitely would look into. Okay. We don't need to worry about the presentation, and we're not going to make this a quiz because they have to make a 100 to turn it in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save this. So I want to click the little eye one more time. So this is what your students would see. They would see this, and here we have this link. Now this is a clickable link that I just copy and pasted from the internet, copied it into the question. Yes, it's not as beautiful as it could look if we had a different format, but this is easy right now. Okay, So if I click on that, it takes me to the History channel. That's where we got the Townsend Acts, and that's probably going to be a false clue for them. They're going to think the answer was Townsend Acts, so it requires them to do a little bit of reading. We're not making it super hard, but we're making them have to do a little bit of thinking about their answers as they go. I hope you found this useful. And like I said, I'm going to put a link in the description down below to some other resources that you can use to create more robust digital breakout rooms, as well as I'm going to make another video of some people who've already made these breakout rooms and show you how you can make them more fun, more of a game even. If that's what you would like to call it. Guys, I appreciate you sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your positive comments. If you need questions, comments, other comments or concerns, reach out to me in email, reach out to me on Facebook. Guys, I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here to do. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you.